Psychfam, welcome to the very first episode of Empower Your Journey. This is Deepak, and today I got Tammy Gibson with me, a true beacon of hope and inspiration. So, hi Tammy, could you please share your remarkable journey with us?
Hi, Deepak. Thanks for having me here today. Now, you asked about my mental health journey, but I would actually like to start with a brief background. In October of 2021, I took an ambulance ride to the ER because I had very weak legs. It wasn't until 4 months later that I was discharged. My body had been ravaged by what they call atypical COVID-19. I came home with my right leg amputated, nerve damage in both my hands, stage 4 kidney disease, and on dialysis. Plus, my soleus muscle had been removed from my left calf. It was what I like to refer to as the perfect storm. Now, we all experience storms in life, right? It could be the death of a loved one, the loss of a job, a house, or even a limb. It could be illness or injury, and even disappointment in ourselves or in others. And some storms are definitely worse than others. Now, as much as we wish the storms of life would never occur, they certainly will. They'll keep coming. So instead of choosing to see the disruption and destruction that my storm brought, I choose to see the positive impact that it had in my life. I wanted to be made from my storm rather than destroyed by it. And this really required me to go on a deeply personal and empowering journey. And when I came out of it, I discovered that there were 3 core things that have really helped me to not curl up in the corner and cry every day. So first, I surrounded myself with really supportive people who believed in me. I certainly could not be in the headspace that I am without the support of my family and friends, the multitude of physical therapists that I have, and even my supportive online community. Just that feeling of being supportive gives me so much courage. I also have a personal relationship with God, which I draw strength from every day. The second thing is I give myself grace. There's no way that I would expect a friend to go through what I've been through without having some negative feelings about it. So there's no reason that I would expect that of myself. I allow myself to feel all the feelings, get frustrated, cry, and even sulk if I need to, without making myself wrong about it. And the trick is to not let myself stay in that headspace for too long, because that's when it becomes dangerous. That's when emotions can spiral out of control and depression can sneak in. I'm very intentional about making sure that doesn't happen to me. And then the third thing is just taking ownership of my thoughts. See, our thoughts dictate our emotions, and our emotions dictate our actions. So if I'm feeling bad about my situation, I'm going to have sad emotions, and then I'm going to have actions of crying and avoiding people and just sitting, in a dark headspace. So really, it's our thoughts that determine the quality of our life. We can either create a life that we don't want, or we can create an extraordinary life, and that's all based on the way that we think. So in my case, there's a few things that I had to shift within my thoughts. Rather than focus on the loss of my leg and the loss of my independence, I focused on the fact that I'm just alive. I'm still here. That's huge for me. And rather than focus on not being able to walk yet, I focus on the little improvements that I have every day in therapy. I celebrate every little thing. And lastly, rather than asking, why did this happen? Because that could take me to a really dark place. I ask, what can I do with what happened to me to encourage others? So managing my mind, I would say, is probably the most powerful tool that I have for my mental health. And it takes practice and frequent reframing, like, hundreds of times a day if I have to. And also for me personally, I rely on God to give me strength to renew my mind each day. So, Deepak, thank you so much for having me here today and allowing me to share. I hope that this has been helpful to your listeners.
Sure. Thanks for being here. You're really an inspiration, and also it's really great to see you inspire many people on social media, and hope you continue to do that. So, Psychfam, that was Tammy, and one thing we can learn from her journey is it's not about the challenges you face; it's about how you react to them. So that's all for today. Hope you find this helpful. We'll see you next week. Take care.